Hello to everyone currently tuning in right now. This is Aurelius, and this is the JTV ASMR live stream. Can you all hear me? Please let me know if you can. I certainly hope so. Really hope so. I can see some activity in the chat. Can you hear me all? Hello to all of you. Hello to you, Slasher, Grey, Jellybean, Lone Wanderer, Colin, Kritzkoff, Dragonstar, Star Glow as well. Who else is here? Wait, hang on. Who put this image of me here? Oh, hello as well, TsunamiJuria. Sorry, I'm just a little taken aback because, I don't remember putting this image here. Normally it's me in my Butler attire, but I seem to have, oh wait, hang on a minute. I seem to have... Bear with me, sorry. I think someone left me a note here. Oh, let me just open this booklet. Right. Oh, goodness, terrible handwriting. It seems to say... Lock your PC next time, signed Pomme de Terre. Who's Pomme de Terre? What? French for potato? I don't get it. Wait a minute. Lock my PC next time? But who could have done this? Goodness gracious. This is some sort of April Fool's joke. Did someone put this image of me here, shirtless? I see. I see many of you seem to be all right with this. Oh, well, if that is the case, I suppose I should probably keep it as such, then? Yes, I'm sure whoever this little sneaky tater-tot Pomme de Terre fellow is, the potato gremlin, as Slasher calls him, whoever it is, I think this little April Fool's prank of theirs backfired. So, well, sure, I'm a little miffed, but then again, if everyone's all right with me showing off my muscular physique in this image to the left, then I suppose I shouldn't really argue, I suppose. Just a little taken aback by surprise is all. It's... Oh, gracious, am I blushing? I'm blushing a bit. Ah, you're looking very respectfully. Thank you for letting me know, Slasher. I'm glad to know that, yes, Grey not saying anything weird, and Jellybean loving it, not changing it, and resisting to the urge to poke the abs of mine. Crikey. Oh, well. Well, nevertheless, as your butler, I shall remain professional throughout, regardless, even with this rather eye-catching image that I did not consent to having put on the live stream, but nevertheless, it looks like that pesky, what was his name again? Pomme de Terre fellow, whoever it might be, has pulled an April Fool's joke on me, and yet it seems to have backfired. So wherever this Pomme de Terre fellow is, nice try, little fellow. And it looks like jelly has melted. Game over, indeed. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is that the effect I have on people with how I look? Oh, crikey. Oh, I feel the need to dab my head a bit, just very shyly and bashfully, but I don't have anything to dab my head with, so yes, well, I'll admit I am in good shape. Good to exercise, good to eat properly. So, you know, oh blimey. Let's move swiftly on, shall we? Oh, thank you, Jelly, thank you. I'm glad to know that I am indeed pretty. But yes, let's, of course, cover the topic for today. Today is all about covering the worst album covers ever. Specifically, album covers that I picked from a variety of websites and lists, and many have considered them the worst album covers ever created. So what I decided to do was collect as many of them as possible, and we're going to go over them together to see if they are worthy of being described as the worst album covers ever. Should be a lot of fun. There might be some where we think, no, it's not that bad, it's not bad at all. And then others where we think, okay, yes, this is terrible. So it's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, hello, Gavin Davis, hello. Apologies about the image on the left there. Don't mind that, don't mind that. I did not consent to a shirtless photo for the stream. Someone clearly pranked me while I was away. Note to self, lock the PC next time. Well, that was the little reminder made from this little prankster, this pomme de terre fellow. Not an upright fellow, clearly. Regardless. So yes, let's give it just a few more minutes, and then we'll delve into these terrible album covers, shall we? It's going to be lots and lots of fun. Oh, you're not complaining, are you, Slasher? Oh, blimey, here comes the blushes on my face again. Oh dear, oh, craggy. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but, you'd be surprised. So shiny. This is me stepping out of, well, it's clearly either a steam room or the shower, one or the other. It's always good. Both are always good. In any case. Everyone thinks I'm shiny when I'm either going for a wash or stepping in the shower. Well, not shower, steam room. That's the word, steam room. Oh dear. Right, well, with that in mind, well, perhaps let's not keep that in mind. Let's talk about these, talk about these terrible album covers. And oh, Slasher, might as well call you the tomato for how red you're getting, really. I'm just grateful that this VTuber model does not blush alongside me. Otherwise, yes, I suppose I would be looking rather red. Crikey, as red as my eyes. Right, shall we begin? I think it's a good time to begin. Let's look at some terrible album covers, and then we're going to really see if they're as terrible as these websites seem to imply. Let's check it out. The first one. Ooh, look at this one. Ooh. Yes, I believe this is a rap album. Let me just check my notes. Let's see. Here we go. The album is called Best Kept Secret by First Fam. Blimey. That's some low-effort album work right there. Like, really low effort work right there. Oh, yes, that's a Photoshop nightmare right there, isn't it, Slasher? Goodness gracious, that's appalling. It just seems like someone's just thrown blocks of cheese in the background, like someone made a rather terrible macaroni and cheese mix. Put two guys in suits to position behind this rapper fellow who's got, I must say, the tackiest coat on and a mask that is clearly not a real mask. It's an attempt. Not saying it's a good attempt, but it's an attempt at an album cover. So there's that, you know, you got to give them credit for at least trying a little bit, I guess. Perhaps. I don't know. Yes, but still, I don't think the macaroni cheese mix background really works. And who are these random fellows in the background? Who are they? Are they bodyguards? Are Are they evil assassins, or perhaps some bad guys ready to rough up this fellow or something? Best kept secret. Perhaps it's a best kept secret that we don't know any more about this album or how this terrible cover came to light. What do you think, folks? Should this go in the terrible pile, the worst album cover ever pile, or do you think, oh no, it's not that bad? Personally, I definitely think it is rather terrible. Very terrible. Dragonstar says, oh, the backup dancers. They're well dressed, honestly. They look a lot more presentable and less embarrassing than this fellow on the front. This, what's he called again? First Fam. First Fam? What's that supposed to mean? Is the first in the family, or? I don't know. I really don't know. Gray has been to college for graphic design and could redesign these. Honestly, I wouldn't pass up on the opportunity there, Gray. If I was this artist right here, I certainly would be saying, yes, please, just make anything at all. Just, ooh, yuck. Well, this is a certified stinker, isn't it, everyone? A certified stinker. It's rubbish. It really is rubbish. Let's be honest. This is terrible. I still can't get over the shiny face. It looks like he just made a mask out of like a pan from the kitchen. Of course, this Photoshop-esque sort of look to it makes it all the more fake. Slash is saying the graphic design looks sick, like it's got a disease. I think it's halfway to mutating, Slasher. Ugh. What is mutating into exactly, I don't know, but I can tell you this. It's not mutating into a good album cover for sure. That's bad. That is really, really bad. Who really looks at this and think, wow, what a cool rapper. He's such a cool guy, so slick and amazing, wow. And why is there a big, like, strip of metal with dots on the side? What's the point of that? Why is it only on that side? Why not just remove it? Make it somewhat, somewhat kind of lined up everywhere. Helps to keep a secret if no one wants to hear it, I suppose, says a very bored person. By the way, welcome, very bored person. Don't mind the eye-catching image to the left. Some cheeky prankster must have put it there, clearly. Anyway, Fallout called, they want their monster back. Well, it certainly looks low budget and low effort, much like the TV Fallout series for sure. Ooh, yes, I'm going to be rather sassy for today's live stream. Just warning you all in advance. And oh, I see gold bricks in the background. But ask yourself, does that really look like gold bricks? I mean, it doesn't exactly look like, ooh, look at me, I'm rich. It looks like, oh, wow, someone grabbed an image of gold bricks and glued it over my background 100 times, and then smeared all over it with a peachy pink sort of color in Microsoft Paint. Not very appealing, is it? It's rather rubbish. It looks like butter. It really does. It looks like they talk to themselves. The men in the suits decided, I'm sorry, First Fam, we couldn't rob a bank. We did the next best thing. We robbed a nearby supermarket and we got 100 yellow bricks of butter. And First Fam said, close enough, stack them all behind me, and I'm going to cut a hole in this pan and make a mask out of it. That'll make me look very cool. Seriously though, I wish I could get pans to look as clean as this guy's blatantly fake mask. The butter dishes got split everywhere. Good one, Gray. Oh crikey, oh crikey. Well, I think we're all agreed here, aren't we? This is a terrible album cover. This is one of the worst. One of the worst. And I agree, Slasher. Let's make some cakes out of all these bricks of butter here. And sorry, First Fam, you can't have any because your album cover is not good. It's rather terrible. Sorry. Okay then. Okay, so that was the first one. Let's just see if we can get this removed. Oh dear, I don't know. Oh, there we are. I thought it was going to crash as the thing. Anyway. Let's jump over to the next album cover. Will this one be terrible? Let's see, let's see. Well, we're off to a terrible start. Adema. I've never heard of this band before, at all. Adema. Topple the Giants. Are you sure you're toppling the Giants? It looks like you're picking a fight with an abnormally tall man. In fact, this quote-unquote giant doesn't even look all that menacing. He just looks like a rather upset tall gentleman who's like, who are these small people? Get off me. Why are you all positioned in weird, strange ways? Where are your shadows? Oh, goodness, this is awful. Why does the fellow and that they're using band weapons, two of them using band weapons, one swinging a guitar like an axe, tee-hee. The one on the right is about to stab with a drumstick, as if that's going to do any good. And the fellow, who I can only assume is probably the bass player, is unrealistically dangling from this person's arm, even though it doesn't look like it. He looks like he's floating behind it, like he's trying to fly. Perhaps he's Superman. It looks like the last photo the stag dude took before they all blacked out. And didn't know they might be giants had a cheap reboot, says Slasher on both ones. And, oh, TsunamiJuria, I don't know if this is better than the last one. Honestly, I think this looks worse than the last one. I think it looks significantly worse. I don't know. I don't know, Dragonstar. I think this is probably the worst one so far, and we're only on image 2. This is absolute dung heap. Amazing Photoshop, says Grey Galloway. Thinly veiled sarcasm. But of course, thinly veiled indeed. Oh, I'm sorry, I just can't stop looking at it. This is the train wreck. Like, this is a train wreck of an album cover. I imagine this band is probably indie rock. That scraggly fellow dangling from the arms is kind of like, oh no, fellows, I seem to have unrealistically latched myself to probably the castle corner, and this giant is in front of me as well. Please help, please help. I'm not convinced. Where are the shadows? Is the sun perfectly positioned over their heads? Nice drawing of the of a castle. Well, not drawing, as a photo. Nice photo of a castle. Should have just kept that. Just made that the cover. It's so greenish beige, says Greg Galloway. It's this tinkle filter. It's like someone poured tinkle all over the filter and made it look grubby and grimy, like it's been used as a coaster for goodness knows how many years. Oh, gracious. Oh, hello there, Chantel. Hello there. Welcome. Don't mind the image to the left. I've been the victim of a prank, you see. Someone clearly got onto my PC, someone calling themselves Pomme de Terre, and seemed to have put that to the left. How embarrassing. And to make things more embarrassing, yes, we're looking at terrible album covers today, and blech, rubbish right here. What random village abandoned castle they went to take this picture? A good question, Slasher. I don't know, and I feel like whoever, like the spirits of that castle are probably haunting the place now after realizing we got put on a terrible cover of this magnitude. That would make anyone turn into a ghost and exact revenge. Looks like a mouse band in TsunamiJuria. Cut them some slack. It's obviously their first attempt using Photoshop, says Dragonstar. One can only hope it's their last attempt as well. Someone get me a sponge, maybe some spray. Let's give it a good scrub. Maybe we can get rid of the grime. But I'm afraid the awful image that's there to stay. Someone get that the skinny fellow down. And I'm not really convinced that these fellows could topple giants. I don't think they're going to topple the charts with this cover. Like, should have just done a standard image of all of them standing in front of a castle. None of this kind of fake nonsense, but... well, at least you love bad Photoshop, Greg. Good to know. And Slasher, yes, the first and only album they seem to have made. Last album, too. I think we can understand why. Maybe they were just laughed into submission and they decided, guys, let's rebrand. Let's never let any of ourselves design the albums ever again. Just my guess. Alright everyone, would you agree? Worst album cover ever? Shall we dump it into the pile? And while we're at it everyone, remember, hydrate. Thank you, Gray. Glad to know my witty side is coming through. Dragonstar, how will we know they're fighting a giant? Perhaps it's one of those things that are best kept as a secret. And why is the giant wearing an Afghan rug as a jacket? Clearly this giant is very poor, and must have explored the local thrift store or charity shops for abnormally large people. Is that the Big Show? It's Temu Big Show. Clearly, Temu Big Show. I don't think this is a fellow who's going to have a wrestling career anytime soon. Hello to you, Thalicia. Hello. Looking at terrible album covers, and I'm sorry to completely taint the stream with drivel like this. This is rubbish. It's awful. I'm not talking about the image to my left, but that being said, that shouldn't be there in the first place anyway, but, naughty prankster, pomme de terre, whoever you are, wherever you are, I will get you. I'll stop you next time. Anyway, yep, this is going in the bin, clearly rubbish. But what about the next one? Surely there might be something good from this next one. Let's get our hopes up. And let's all dash our hopes immediately. Alla Pugatjova. Or maybe it's Pugatjova. Either way. Superman, every day and every night. Well, could someone identify this Superman for me? I don't think I've ever seen him in any of the movies. Or comics. Call you a goat, Grey, the way you're eating up this trash. Chantel chiming in, looks like a high school project. What the Christmas card greeting is that, says Slasher? Yes, I think the singer, that must be Alla right there. I think she must have thought, here's an idea. Go-karts, low-budget Superman, and a gentleman who looks like he was the fellow who wrote the liner notes for the album. Steve, could you help me out here, please? Have you been okay with cleaning up the trash in the offices? Oh, wonderful, great. I got another job for you. Could you dress up as Superman for this single cover? Yeah, so this is technically a single cover, not an album cover, but at this point, does it really matter? Does it matter? This looks 70s, 80s era terribleness. That's not Superman, that's average bloke. An accountant. Hello everyone, the S is for Steve. It's not Superman, I'm Steve. I just like to wear a cape whenever I arrive for these photo shoots. Need a woman to make him seem important. Oh, hello, Natural. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Bob from The Office. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Ah, very bored person. The man could have at least put balloons in his sleeves. Yeah, I don't think he's making the ladies swoon with those biceps. I'm not gloating. I'm not gloating in comparison, but even then, So, I wouldn't be surprised if the photographer said, "Dad, get out of the photo shoot. You're not supposed to be there. And this isn't a costume party. Get lost." Oh, that's terrible. I think we're all in agreement. It's this is going in the terrible pile, isn't it? Look, it's Superman, says Slasher. No, it's Tom from HR. Tom, get out of here. You're not part of the band. I'm sorry, but this isn't going to make you part of the band appearing on the covers. The type of photo your divorced dad would show that he's taken to divorce well. Oh my goodness, you people are so funny. I swear. You're just as funny as these album covers. Okay, let's delve into the next cover. We're all in agreement. This is bad. Bad. Very bad. Right. Let's move on from budget Superman, shall we? Let's check out this next one. Is this terrible? Or maybe it's cool. I don't know. Let's see. So I believe it's... Yes, number 4. Cover number 4. This is Black Sabbath, Born Again. Now, apparently, one of the band members agreed to this album cover, and, I think it was Tommy Iommi. Apparently, when he saw the cover, he vomited. He was physically sick when he saw this cover that was selected and approved without his permission. He looked at this demonic baby. It's disturbing. It's pretty creepy, but I saw this on lists for the worst album covers ever. Is it the worst album cover ever, though? I don't know. I mean, could have chosen a much better cover. It's Demon Baby with a filter. Well said, Grey. Natural saying, what in the Stephen King book cover looking heck is that? Barnacles, what is this? Well said, Felicia. Did they steal the Nirvana baby and run it through the rotoscope Lord of the Rings? Maybe this was the baby from Nirvana Evermind album. Maybe this was the baby before the exorcism. And the Nirvana Nevermind album was during the exorcism. You know, dunking into a pool of holy water and then it was better again. A face only a mother could love. Who's the mother? Satan. It looks worse than Results May Vary by Limp Bizkit. I'm scared to Google that, honestly. Yes, I'm sorry if you're all going to have nightmares looking at this. And it looks like Slasher when she touches wet food when cleaning the pots. This is the image that people show when they say, oh, you slept like a baby. The slept like a baby image in question. Yep, close enough. Oh, you look so cute. How I think I look. Yep, like this. So, then again though, would we consider it the worst? Is it worthy of the worst? Oh, that's my phone going off. Would we consider it the worst though, or is it just perhaps not that great? Or maybe you might like it. I don't mind it. I don't think it's great, but I don't mind it. It's just really peculiar and creepy. It's weird. Set it on fire, says Jelly. I think it's fireproof. Look at how red it is. Slash is saying, looks like showing off its nails to the gal pals. Slay, Natural. Well said, slay. Honestly, I think this baby is probably a demonic flamethrower in itself. Good for horror, but maybe not that great for an album cover. But worst album cover? I'm going to disagree with the websites. I don't think it's not that bad. Not the worst, but not that bad. You know, not great, but not that bad. So, yeah, I completely understand. Still, that's what appeared on websites. That's what appeared on websites. So, let's jump on to the next one. What's this next one going to be? Let's see. Creed with Weathered. Weathered? Wouldn't have guessed. Is this supposed to be a weathered tree? I'm not convinced. Apparently this was designed by one of the band members' brothers. I mean, the background looks alright. You know, the tree and the rocky hill, and the logo looks good. And then you look at the gigantic tree to the left and, oh, come on, that's not being chiseled. You're not fooling anyone with this. Oh, I mean, this person must be the greatest chiseler ever to be able to chisel legitimate photos of the band into a tree. Stonehenge having a stroke. Cool tree tattoo. Wait, that's not a tattoo. Whoops. Fever dream stuff indeed, Grey, for sure. I think someone just put a projector over a tree, and this fellow's saying, "Look, I'm a great chiseler. Look what I made in the trees. All the shapes I made." Like, Steve, we're not convinced. Sorry, no. We can see the projector right next to you. We can see that it's shining on the tree. Don't lie. Lying is bad. 2 a.m. TikTok feed is what it is. I'm sorry, but this is not Queen Bohemian Rhapsody levels of bands kind of huddling together looking cool. Far from it. Wood burned into the tree. Would they work on a different album cover if someone told them this is terrible? I don't know. I think the person in the background is chopping that other tree down, probably thinking, oh yes, let's get rid of all these trees with these band faces on them. They must be the work of the devil. Ugh, get rid of them. And they also look terrible. You think it's not the worst natural? I don't know. I think it's pretty terrible. It's pretty rubbish. I think, yes, I really think it's rubbish. Like, you can have one or the other. You can have the band all posing in front of something, tint them brown, put it on the cover. You can have someone carving something into a tree, but you can't have someone carving picture-perfect photos into a tree. It doesn't work like that. And well said, Slasher. AI could never. What the hey indeed? That's probably the nicest thing anyone could say in response, Starglow, to be perfectly honest. Whoever let someone fall for that? Clearly, the band members putting their faith in one of their brothers to design this abomination. Ugh, rubbish. Rubbish! Absolutely terrible. Oh, definitely not as bad as the first one. I don't know. I think it's definitely up there. Smoked tree bark and made this. Oh, you are such a quirky bunch, aren't you? Okay. Right. I'm gonna turn on the light in my room. There we go. Okay then. Hey Terry, where's the band members gonna be? I don't know. Just put them on the trees, says Slasher. Gotta put them somewhere. I mean, can we just like have them in the background maybe? No, that's too far in the background. Could we have them dangling unrealistically off a poorly edited giant? You know, just like in this image? No, that's too silly. Just badly edited them onto a tree. Alright, yeah, I think we're all in agreement here. This is terrible. Let's dump that in the bin. Rubbish. Oh, that's rubbish. Right, on to the next one. Let's see if this one is terrible as well. Let's have a look. Right, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of space? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Space. Of course, giant hot dogs. Wait, what? So, this is an album by Crosby, Stills and Nash. Live It Up. Can someone interpret this for me? Hot dogs in space and little engineers, or maybe they're big engineers and the sausages are bigger. No, they're not engineers. No, they're woodsmen. They're lumberjacks. That's the word, lumberjacks. Weenies in space. Put the band members on, they'd be the real weenies in space, I think. Terrible barbecue community sign they sent on Facebook, says Slasher. I don't think anyone's going to be able to make it to this one, barring these 3 lumberjacks. Chantel says, space. The final hot dogs? And honestly, Thalicia, I don't know. What's the significance of living it up and hot dogs on the moon? I don't get it. Besides, space is cold. You're not getting much closer to the sun. You're not going to cook them that way. Not going to lie, I'd listen to this album because of the cover. Well, there you are, Gray. Cosby, Stills, Nash. Live it up. Tell us how it is. Because I'm not getting very good vibes from this one for the cover alone. How do they cook them with no fire, Dragonstar? Yes, that's another question I think we're all kind of scratching our heads over. Needs ketchup, says very bored person. Looks like a terrible Year 8 iMedia project results, says Slasher. They sent them for the aliens to try. Oh, anyone want a bit of cheese? The moon is made of cheese, but you know what's good with cheese? Sausages! Yummy! Oh, goodness. Send this to that Mr. Grimwald fellow. I heard he's a bit of a foodie. See if he might enjoy this cover. Honestly, I'm in agreement. Thalicia. Worst ever cover. I think this is a certified blech, rubbish cover. Ripe for the worst covers ever pile. Are we all in agreement, everyone? Oh, Gray says, I love this one. It's charming somehow. You think it's charming? I mean, it's quirky. It's quirky and it's memorable in its quirkiness, but charming? Really? I wouldn't have guessed. It's just rubbish. Okay, comic book guy for The Simpsons. Worst album cover ever. It's not bad. Oh, that's my phone again. I should probably put that on vibrate. It's not bad, but it's funny, says Jellybean. Maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe they were trying to go for something quirky and silly. I'll be the only one to like it again. Well, there's 2 people enjoying it. 2 people, Gray, so don't worry. Bad 80s. You just realised TsunamiJuria, the little people on the sticks. Yes, the little lumberjacks. Honestly, that was probably the last thing I noticed. I was still too at awe of the barbecued hot dogs on the moon. Yes, I'm equally as confused as you, Dragon, Star, and Chantel. I think we're all a bit confused here. What on earth is going on here? Who knows? Who knows? Right, I think it's only fair that we jump over to the next one. Let's jump over to the next cover. I think we're all in agreement. This is rubbish. It's honestly rubbish. Now, I'm sure the bands might be good. Maybe the artists are good, but I think it's quite rubbish. Right, on to the next one. Number 7. Oh, aren't I regretting pulling this one up? This is Cross-On. In case you couldn't read the logo, I wouldn't blame you. Guilty of rock. I think they're guilty of more than just rock, to be perfectly honest. What on earth is this? This is not a screenshot from the next upcoming Blade Runner, I assure you. Unless the Blade Runner budget suddenly dropped down to £1.50. Ugh, look at this. The hair rock. I think it's a hair metal band, you know, with big puffy, wild, silly outfits and hair pieces. Ooh, this looks terrible. This is bad. Looks like they're probably chasing and firing after them because they thought, yes, we just made the world's greatest album cover, and all the police and these ships are going, wrong, shoot them, destroy the cover, it's terrible. And, oh, hello, Moonglade, hello. Welcome. Oh, of course, it's Nova on the alternate. Welcome, Nova. We're looking at terrible album covers, and don't mind the interesting image to the left, I know. That pesky Pomme de Terre fellow I've heard about has pasted that there. So let's put our focus back on the album cover here, right up here. Oh dear. Oh dear. 3 heroes step up. No, please, 3 heroes, hand yourself in. Why are they dragging this gigantic wheel with croissant? I was about to say croissant. Through the streets. Why are they doing that? Why does the glow on their quote-unquote hover bikes look like they're just smearing... What is that? Vaseline everywhere? It looks like they're smearing Vaseline all over the floor. I bet you're regretting going full screen, eh, Grey? It reminds you of Sonic Underground. Very bored person. I'm sure Sonic Underground had far better art than this. I'm sure Dr. Eggman would probably laugh at these creations in the background, too. RoboCop reject art. More like a B-rated movie, says Dragonstar. More like a C-rated film. Yes, I don't think anyone's taking this seriously anytime soon, for sure. I'm not getting 3... bad-to-the-bone bikers in the future vibes here. I'm getting 3 people who have just stumbled into a strange, warped wardrobe, possibly owned by... honestly, I don't want to know. I don't want to know who owned the wardrobe set, but... yes, I'm not convinced. I'm afraid I'm really unconvinced about this upcoming Blade Runner flick here. Oh, wait, no, it's an album cover. Not convinced either way. Why are they riding on the Power Rangers animal heads? Oh, good question. Budget cuts, clearly. Then again, that would imply there was a budget in the first place. Wonder what they are pulling with those chains. Well, as you can see, the gigantic metal circly thing is... it's on fire, and I guess that's something valuable, and these police cars and ships are... not liking them pull this gigantic pile of scrap through the streets, held down by gigantic metal balls because... is it an art installation? Is it a logo? Is it a manhole cover for a sewer? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, hello, Star Speculation. Have we seen the album for Hit 'Em Where It Hurt by Criminal Element yet? Well, it could very well be in this list. We've yet to check it out. I think, actually, I'm going to quickly check it up now. Let's see if I can find Criminal Element. Oh, I might just have to add this on to the pile later. We'll see. But for now, though, let's get through this big list yet. Thank you for the suggestion, though, Star Speculation. Let's hope we got time to add another one. Well, says Grey. I sometimes listen to objectively and intentionally bad, silly music meant for comedy, so most of these albums I'm imagining all the hilarious satiric music I've heard. One can only hope. One can only hope they're having a laugh, but I think most people are probably thinking it's in their expense. I think it's possible to be ironic and silly, but without looking completely foolish in the process. So yes, it's going in the bin, let's face it. Rubbish. Okay, next album cover. I think you'll recognize this legend of music. It's Mr. David Bowie, the Black Star himself, or Ziggy Stardust as he's known as. Or you might know him from his posthumous album... Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Toy. Mr. Bowie, are you okay? Actually, I think that goes without saying. I think we're pulling the same face looking at this horrific cover here. What in the actual world did they do to David Bowie? What do they do to his face? It doesn't work. It doesn't work when you take an adult's face and stick it on a child's body. That doesn't make them look youthful. And the drawing of David and Bowie looks like it was done in... Actually, I think this was done in Paint. I think the logo and the name was probably done in Microsoft Paint or Paint.net after a shoddy Photoshop job. This is Yeah, it does look like it's been written by someone just squiggling it on the mouse. Like, Brenda, is the cover for David Bowie's posthumous album done yet? What? Oh, yes, just quickly putting it together. Yep, almost done. Done. Here we go. That toy belongs in the Island of Misfit Toys from Rudolph. Alternatively, I think it belongs in the furnace in Santa's workshop. Wouldn't you agree, very bored person? Yes, I agree, Thalicia. Hideous. Absolutely hideous. They made David Bowie look hideous. How could they do that? That takes effort. Slasher saying this was an early sketch of Gollum. I can assure you, this is not Gollum's Precious. I think this needs to be cast into the fire too. Let's toss this into the volcano in Mordor. Ugh. Gray saying, one of my favourite quotes, art should comfort the disturbed, and disturbed the comforted. I think it goes that way. Now, to an extent, I agree, Gray. I agree. But usually that would imply art has a purpose, you know. Like a disturbing art has a purpose. I don't know what the purpose is here. Is this supposed to symbolize rebirth? Or that someone in the, someone who designed this cover is most likely getting fired? Or maybe they were fired. Maybe this was their last day as an intern and they thought, right, slapping this together before I head on home and cash in on the paycheck. Then it's off to work at McDonald's. Toy as in Chucky? I think this is more frightening than Chucky the Murder Doll. Much more frightening, Dragon Star. Oh, yes, into the furnace, into the pits of hell. Throw it away. Sorry, Mr. Bowie. And again, this was released after his death. I think he's probably relieved to know that he didn't ever kind of live long enough to see this, bless him. This isn't David Bowie, this is Daniel T.A. Oh, goodness. Since when do babies shave? I don't recall any babies having to shave the facial hair. Green jelly bean, into the wood chipper it goes. Right, let's cast that away and bleach our eyes. And jump over to the next one. Album cover, number 10. Oh wait, no, it's number 9. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead here. Terribly sorry. Oh, it's Ed Sheeran. Who would have guessed it's Ed Sheeran? I mean, you can barely see the text on the cover. I guess it's supposed to look like a movie cover. You know, if there has the logo, the eye-catching image, and then tiny image saying the credits. That being said, is that his death face? Welcome, Naturals. Welcome. Yes, apologies about this cover. This, it's not Twilight. It's not Twilight, I promise you. It really isn't, but it really does look like a low-budget version of it. Oh, come on, I've had bed hair. That is better than that. I'm pretty sure if I stopped sleeping for an entire day, then finally collapsed, this is probably how I'd look. No, I'd probably look a little bit more presentable. Pretty eye colour. You think so, Dragonstar? Just a natural vampire fanatic. Don't know if insulted or just laugh. Bit of both, really. Keep those fangs away from my neck. What he looks like in the morning after 3 hours of sleep. This is the average reaction to when someone listens to an Ed Sheeran song. Did he get in a fight? Says a very bored person. Well, clearly he must have been the loser in this one. Must have chipped both of his fangs as well. This isn't Twilight, this is morning. Good one, Slasher. If he's a vampire, why is there a reflection? That's a good point, Dragonstar. I didn't actually figure that out for a moment. That never kind of came to mind. I mean, let's face it, I think it might have been, might have been best if he was kind of removed from the entirety of the left. Oh, Jelly Bean, calling my hair majestic. Oh, thank you. Certainly a lot more majestic than Ed's here. Man got eye bag so deep I could load my shopping in it. Sharp as a tack you are, Slasher. Ed Sheeran would never be a vampire. I could make a joke about the music industry being full of vampires, but, I'll let you folks piece that one together instead. The face of a man going through his 8th crisis, otherwise known as his 8th album. I mean, I'd be pretty terrified if I was making albums of his caliber. Ooh. Okay, I'll try and stop doing the sick burn sound. But yeah, bad habits. If dressing up and slapping on my first makeup kit could be considered a bad habit, then yes, I agree, this is indeed one of them. Bad habits of making this album. I feel sorry for the fans. I think they probably realized, oh wow, I think buying these albums is a bad habit in itself. Alright, but would you folks consider this terrible? Would you say it's the worst album cover ever? I think it's pretty darn bad. I think it's really bad. I don't like it at all. It's campy, it's cheesy, it's not memorable in a good way, it's just rubbish. Ed Sheeran would be an angel, you think, Sleisha? Could have just dressed himself in a dressing gown, all white, and put some big feathery wings on his back and look a bit more presentable. Is this his Halloween costume? I don't know what Halloween costume this is exactly, but I don't think he's going to be arriving at any parties. He's probably going to be kicked out of them. Oh, yes, it's cringe. Into the bin, into the bin. Well, at least there's at least some fans here. Starglow saying the outfit very lovely and amazing. Unless you're talking about my outfit. I mean, I like to think that this outfit that TsunamiJuria got for my VTuber model was quite dashing. So I'm quite, I think I'm a bit more better presented than Ed Sheeran here. Into the bin it goes. Anyway, onwards. It's Fleetwood Mac. Mystery to me. Whenever Aurelius says that an album is going in the bin, tossing it through a basketball hoop. 3 points. Yeet. Anyway, let's look at this one. You know that Fleetwood Mac album, with the large gentleman holding his foot out and the woman kind of giving his foot a good shoe shine? You know how that's considered one of the most iconic covers in music history, perhaps one of the most iconic albums in music history? I think it was The Chain. And then we have this one, mystery to me. Is that an orangutan? Says Jellybean. Your guess is as good as mine. It looks like the Easter Island heads suddenly grew a body. The Lion King has gone downhill, hasn't it? Says Natural. Save some of that icing there, big boy. You need to swipe it on Simba's head. Simba. Midnight snacking. Me after being caught and snacking on a delicious jam sponge cake at 1 a.m. in the morning. What's going on with his back? Is that a lump? I don't know, TsunamiJuria. I think this fellow needs to go to a vet ASAP. Why did he take a bite out of a book and a cake? I just realized that. It's a fever dream. You have either drunkenly watched Lion King or Jungle Book. I don't think this is the bare necessities I really want to know more about, and... Why is it crying? Is the flavour that good? Did he take a bite out of the book and thought, ooh, terrible. But oh, the icing on this cake is delicious. Oh, must cry. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'll admit I kind of like it. Oh, Starglow saying my outfit here, the VTuber model, lovely and amazing. What about the outfit to my left? Oh, what's little of it? See, even I can laugh at my own misfortunes here with how I'm looking to my side. But anyway, back to this fellow. Is it the worst album cover ever? Is it the worst? I don't think so. I kind of like it. It's really weird. You probably could have picked a much better image. But I kind of like it because of how odd it is. The design is, of course, yes, questionable at best. Nothing makes sense. There's absolutely no shadows. A gigantic gorilla with a Chad-like jawline crying over cake and a book that he took a bite out of with gigantic lumps on his noggin. Yes, it's memorable. You know, it's weird, but I kind of like it. It's one of those guilty pleasure kind of album covers, I guess. Why does it look like a ChatGPT rendering? I don't know. I don't think ChatGPT could top this. Far from it. The outfit on the left is hot. Oh, Jellybean, you and your flirting. Anyway. You know what? It definitely has art gallery vibes, like avant-garde-esque vibes. Children book illustrations from the 90s. Can you point to the delicious treat that Mr. Monkey here should be taking a bite out of? That's right, it's the cake. Yes, I don't see what screams Fleetwood Mac about this particular album personally, but, you know, I agree with Gray. I don't think it's bad. It's weird. But I wouldn't consider it worst album cover ever kind of levels. Okay, well, I think we should give this a pass. Let's give it a pass. Perhaps a bit tentatively, I know, but let's let it slide. Okay, the Natural. Thank you very much for tuning in, and much love to you too. Mwah. Much love and many kisses. Mwah. Okie dokie then. Let's move on to more. But first, everyone, a quick reminder to all of you. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel for more content and more live streams. And also, if you're in the JTV ASMR server, there's a link in the description. If you're there, be sure to let everyone know which roles you would like. And also, if you would like a role to be notified when streams are going live, and also when stream kind of little notes are going up too, so everyone stays in the loop. Let everyone know, let us know, and we'll be sure to give you your roles. And of course, to everyone here who is already subscribed and in the channel, as always, please consider sharing the streams or the videos around. I'm really hoping to try and, well, get as many more new fans as possible. I really hope to get some new fans this way. I still haven't quite mastered how exactly to cross-stream on multiple platforms. I tried doing that downloading a plugin earlier today, but it didn't go as planned, so I'm kind of stuck on YouTube for now. But we'll see. In the meantime, though, as I say, please consider subscribing and sharing around streams like this to other places around, to other people you might know, and we can all have fun on streams and whatnot. But anyway, let's take a swig of drink. Remember to take a sip, everyone. Okay. Now it's time to move on to the next album. What's next? Is it... That was the last one. Here's the next one. Why, it's Gary! As you can tell by his super sexy pose and his dashing trousers, and something stuck in front of the trousers, he's getting down to business. Wow, what a sex bomb! What an absolute... Oh goodness, I'm fainting. I'm ready to faint. I'm so envious of this gentleman. He looks like he's going to walk into a nearby club and pick up all the girls. He's going to get all the ladies. Yeah, you're probably thinking, who's Gary? What do you mean? It's Gary. Everyone knows Gary. He's the guy that, posed in front of a phone box with a very, seductive pose, yes. What a swanky fellow this guy is, oh my. Now, admit it, ladies, admit it. Do you want to have a date with Gary here? I can understand why. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I think we can all agree he's one crazy fellow. Goodness gracious. And look at those bell-bottom trousers. Or maybe he just got a pair that's 2 sizes too big. Either way. HR may have something to say about his business practices. Gary, get back in. We're not doing an album cover like this. No, put on a suit. Besides, you're not a musician anyway. You fix typewriters for a living. Type a picture you'd find of your dad before the ultimate drops the ultimate dad law. Well, you see, kids, this is how I met your mother. It all started with my album getting down to business, and this pose. Oh. The bell-bottom jeans emit a suspicious aroma. Hello, I'm Gary. I borrowed these from my dad. They were far too big for me, but I needed it for my album cover. I don't think they've been washed in a couple of years. Welcome back, Nova, and well, at least you're honest, not your type. You're not after the rugged mid-30s to late 40-year-old sort of 1980s era sort of gentleman, are you? Fair enough. We're not here to judge, as TsunamiJuria aptly says. Slash is saying he looks like Tebu Chuck Norris. Oh dear. Gray saying, it enchanted your mother. Oh, absolutely bowled her over, I'm sure. She couldn't stop smiling and laughing. Clearly she must have been entranced by my good looks, says Gary. Like, this is like someone you'd kind of stumble across in, like, a workplace or something. There's some fella called Gary, keeps to himself, he's probably the oddball of the group. He's probably the weird one, says weird stuff, has weird interests. He opens up his work locker, and he's kind of just looking proudly at his album and saying, well, I was a musician once. Yes. 30 or 40 years ago, I was a pretty big musician. I was the star of this cover art. Pretty good stuff, ain't it? And everyone's looking at him like, yeah, Gary, yeah, that's really, really something. Wow. Gary's after hours. When he's not cleaning phone boxes, he's posing in front of phone boxes. Look at him, he's taking off his work coat. And he's about to get down to business already. Cue the sexy saxophone music, everyone. What council estate did he go to take this picture? Probably went to the Dole offices. Gray saying, Gary isn't bad looking. Okay, fair enough, yeah, he's not like an ugly fellow or something like that, but yes, I think he's a bit too overconfident here. Not exactly convincing us with his terrible posture. Gary from accounting thinking he's in his prime, thinks shoplifting gum is so bad. Bad to the bone, that's me, Gary. Not sexy for you, Felicia, you're not the only one, I think we're all in agreement there. This is bad. Sorry, Gary. Getting down to business, well, get back up. I think that's our review for today. This is indeed one of the worst album covers we've seen, clearly. Oh dear. And funny thing is, it says in the corner that it's featuring, and I can't see exactly, artists who featured alongside Gary. Do you think they would have collaborated with him if they said, this is the album cover, this is me? Would they have collaborated? I don't think so. I don't think so. Right, let's move on. We've got another one. We've got another album cover to check out. Who's the next one? Who's going to be on this one? Why, it's Gerhard Polt with Laboracus Hawaii. Pardon? Is this an image from the menu? Is this a hotel menu image? This looks like someone from a restaurant. Like, hello, my name is Gerhard, Chef Gerhard. This is the prized meal of the day. It's meat on top of the world's flattest, floppiest piece of lettuce with pineapple, blobs of ketchup, and also, just to make things look especially cool, here's my head that I've badly edited on top of it. Putting his head on the silliest platters is great. Oh. Blimey. Star speculation saying, how long is this list? Well, we've already passed the halfway point for the first hour. Actually, long past, yeah. We've got about 50 minutes left, so hopefully, yeah, we're roughly about almost halfway with the list, so if we run out of time, I guess we'll just have to just blast through them as quickly as possible, won't we? But still, this is the 12th cover for today. Yes, what is with his head? Why was his head just dumped on a pile of pineapple and meat? It really does slash it. It looks like terrible cardboard cutouts from outside of holiday resorts. Go on then, Gerhard, stick your head inside. Oh, look at Gerhard. He looks like you've got the lady's body, and Stephen has the buff man's body. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, look, Gerhard, you're on top of a slice of pineapple, meat, ketchup, and lettuce. Yeah, who turned this one into a cardboard cutout gag thing? Oh, Germans always put Hawaii on anything with pineapple, says TsunamiJuria. Jellybean saying it just needs the apple in the mouth. If it stops him singing, sure. And that's probably SpongeBob's house being exhumed from the ocean. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Gerhard, hold pants. The type of card you send your relatives while on holiday, says Slasher. Wish you were here. And the people reading thinking, yeah, glad I'm not. That's not so okay for you, Felicia. Not decent. I think it's bad. I think it's terrible. Absolute rubbish. You think I could do a part 2 star speculation? I probably could, really. I need to get back into more research into looking at some more terrible ones. And good point, yes. If pizza has pineapples, then it's a Hawaiian pizza. So this must be a Hawaiian album, because it has Hawaii in the title, and there's pineapple, and Gerhard Polt's head, his decapitated head on top. Though he looks pretty chill about it. He's not like... Whoa. It's just like, well, yes, here I am. I'm part of your cuisine now. Tuck in. Gray suggesting, he's saying, kill me, blue sky. So kill me, the blue sky in the medic's fridge from Team Fortress 2. Play me later. Yes, I think it's time to dump this one in the bin where it belongs. Indeed, that was abysmal rubbish. We're all in agreement there. That was a meal I want to return and ask for a refund. Let's put it that way. I know that music be the food of love, play on, as Shakespeare says, but if music be the food of love and that's the album cover, stop. I'm not hungry. Okay. Next album, let's check it. What's the next one? This one appeared on the list. It's Guns N' Roses' The Spaghetti Incident. It's considered probably one of the weakest albums in their repertoire because it's a cover album. All sorts of covers, but... there's some good songs on the album, I guess, but not enough to make you a big fan or anything. Still... The Spaghetti Incident by Guns N' Roses, it looks like tinned spaghetti. Are you a fan of tinned spaghetti, folks? Dragonstar doesn't seem to be. Gray saying this is peak cover. Chantel, The Noodle Incident. Slasher, so they just dumped SpaghettiOs on an album. I think they must have spilled it on top, and Axl Rose said, "Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs." And then Slash said, "Hey, there's an idea. Star speculation, spaghetti for AI Will Smith to eat." Jellybean, Mom Spaghetti. You thought it was worms, did you, Jelly? Sorry, Tsunami. Not many worms kind of delve and swim in tomato sauce, personally. And very bored person had spaghetti for lunch. So 10 out of 10. Was it from the can, just like this album covers? Must have been tin spaghetti. What's with the spaghetti background that does not belong with the Guns N' Roses? Well, apparently, this happened because this was inspired by a food fight at one point. The band members were throwing food around, and that included tin spaghetti. So it was referred to as the Spaghetti Incident, and they decided to make an album cover based on that. Slasher can hear Italy cried out. Oh, yes, I think all the Italian chefs out there looking at this are probably hanging their hats in shame, saying pasta la vista. Oh, go on, that was a decent joke. Admit it, it was a good pun, admit it. Oh, who am I kidding? It was a bad pun. Anyway, remember folks, hydrate. Was this the aftermath of the fight at that moment? Might as well have been. Might as well have been. Oh dear. Your love for worms makes you paternal for this one, eh, Grey? You know, I'm getting a lot of people here who seem to be okay with this album cover. Personally, I mean, with a title like that, with a name like that, it's not bad. It's eye-catching, I'll give it that, it's eye-catching, and with a silly title for an album like that, it's alright. It's not bad. I'll admit, it's not bad. Far from the worst. I'd say it's the least worst album cover we've seen so far. One of the least worst. You know, it's not a great album cover by all means. Look at the Appetite for Destruction cover, for instance. Yes, as Dragonstar says, it's fine. Kind of like tin spaghetti. It's fine. It's alright. But it's not going to set the world ablaze. Well, shall we go to the next one? It does actually look like, yes, school cafeteria food. Low quality nosh for a low quality album. Ooh, shouldn't have said that. Alright then. On to the next album cover. Cover number 14. This is Hypnos, the Mountain. Well, as we can see, there is indeed a mountain. Good, they get brownie points for that. And some large bats with chopsticks coming out? No, apparently, no, those are lasers. Energy beams. Blasting out of these quote-unquote giant bats' eyes. And you can tell they're giants because they're, far away. Wow. I'm convinced. Wow. Looks like such a, yes, I'm really struggling to think of compliments for this one. I can read the logo. I can read the text. Good. I like the blue. There's a nice color of blue. And it's a nice mountain. Very nice formation. If they removed the bats, it would have been fine. This would have been a perfectly fine album cover, but they just had to ruin it by putting eyes with, well, better yet, laser-eyed bats. Bat in the middle of the day, says Chantel. Good point. Why are they out in the sunlight? Slash is saying it's early 60s Batman plots. Holy guacamole, Batman! Those bats have lasers for eyes. Quite right, Robin. I say this is the work of our old friend, the Joker. To the Batmobile. The bats are blasting off again, says very bored person. Reminds TsunamiJuria of Austin Powers with the sharks and the laser beams. Were they drunk when making this? I mean, I'd hope so, because at least they have an excuse. And yes, I kind of like the font for Hypnos as well. It's nice and pointy on both sides, but I'm sorry, what's with the bats? It's like someone just cut pictures out of like nature books, nature documentary books, just cut them out, glued them on top of the cover and said, right, we're done, we're done. A good point, Felicia. Bats live in caves. Why are they picking on a mountain? Why are they bullying this poor mountain? You thought they were swords, Jelly? No, I'm looking at it and I can't see how you could misinterpret it as that, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's so low quality. Just bright white lines shooting out like rulers. Just that's probably the noise that they make. They're just firing out extra large pieces of chalk from their eyeballs, and it's not like a bzzz, it's just a sort of noise. Did they get the designer's kid to design this? If that's the case, I'm sorry, little Jimmy. I'm afraid you got an F for this assignment. Yes, this is a well, okay, the bats ruin it. The rest of it is okay, but the pictures of the bats with lasers, that's stupid. So, it's kind of defeat snatched from the jaws of victory. I wouldn't really consider it the worst. We've seen worst. But it's bad. It is bad. But yes, I think otherwise it's going in the bin because of the fact that it ruined it with these silly bats. Off you go. Off you go. On to the next one. Album cover number 15. Let's check it out. Ah, yes. This infamous number. Iron Maiden, Dance of Death. Someone pull the plug in the party because this is... Ugh. What on earth is going on here? This is terrible. This is painfully cringe. So here's the story about this one. The artist who designed this cover and said these models are work in progress. These are not the finished concept. These are not the finished images. And the record label just put it on anyway. Used this cover. What an eyes wide shut poster is this? Oh, your poor eyes, Dragon Star. Looks like Star Speculation's sim save file. Looks like a bargain bin game cover. Yeah, I can imagine picking up this interesting dancing game for £1.50. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. It looks like an early 2000 Warhammer promotion. I think it's a Warhammer rip-off, quite honestly. It's Battle Axe 30k. But yes, so when the album creator, well, the album artist discovered this happened, he immediately told the record label, take my name off this album. I don't want to be credited. You shouldn't have used this version. And there are alternate versions without the models on. I think it's for anniversary releases. But, ugh. Chantel saying, the artist, these are works in progress. Production, perfect! It really does look like something from a Sims game, just kind of chortling on, just interrupting and ruining, crashing poor Eddie's album cover here. Eddie looks cool, he looks alright. The background is quite nice, and I love the floor. It reminds me of a casino. Like he's about to invite you to a dangerous game that could cost you your life. And then these low-poly losers put on silly masks, little thongs, and started dancing around, going, hey, tee-hee, look at us, we're going to ruin the cover. Why is that baby riding a JPEG wolf, says Slasher? Goodness knows, but I think that baby is scared. And we're all scared of the baby. Looks like a scene from hell. Yes, if hell was decorated in the early 90s, wouldn't you agree, Jelly? Dance of Death. Stop dancing, please. Honestly, it's not dancing that's going to be the death of us all here. So, yes, we're all in agreement. It goes in the bin, doesn't it? I certainly think so. Absolute drivel. Complete and utter drivel. Oh, hello to you, Researcher Pie, another VTuber, currently jumping in the chat. Hello to you. I certainly hope you enjoy the fun we're having with these terrible album covers. Don't mind the artwork to the left. A cheeky prankster put this here. Usually it's a picture of me in my Butler outfit. But yes, this cheeky prankster replaced it and put this image of me shirtless, so, cranky. Moving on. Let's toss this in the bin. That's a certified rubbish cover. But what about this next one? Let's see. Who's this? It's Judy Henschke. Henschke? I don't know. Loose in the World. This would have been fine, but why is there a badly drawn chihuahua going grrr in her hand? How did that get there? I mean, unlike all the other covers, there's an actual shadow being emitted. Good. But why couldn't she just get an actual dog? Why couldn't she just get an actual dog to kind of hold in her hands or something? Oh no, Jelly, don't make me blush. You've been making me blush enough with all these compliments you're all throwing at me. I feel for that poor puppy too. Or as Slasher puts it, a demonic Pikachu. Pikachu, I choose you! Where did you get that Pikachu from? I think that's the Chinese bootleg equivalent of Pikachu. That's Pika-Chump. A possessed Pomeranian. Well, is that Tails EXE? That dog cannot be loose in the world. I don't think the album cover should be loose in the world, very bored person. Judy, who did this to you? Who ruined your perfectly serviceable album cover? Yes, I agree, Gray. This is not it. Shall we move on? I think we can all agree. This is bad. This is rubbish. Absolute stinker. Absolute rubbish. Let's jump to the next one, shall we? Let's see what this has to say about this one. Why, it's a new album. It's Jim. I believe it's Jim Morrissey. Jim, the camera's over here. Jim, no, look over here. Look over here to your left. No, it's to your right, better yet. Look to the right. Your right. No. Oh, forget it. Take the photo. What happened? What happened to you, Jim? Makeup is a lie. If someone told you this was a good idea for a cover, I think that was a lie too. Is he running away from that church behind? Did he catch some weird sight? Did he spot a UFO? Did he make an album cover that no one's playing on the radio and he's like, oh no? Slasher saying, looks like he lost so much money on a horse race. Gray saying he's losing his mind. Dragon Side, is he having a mental breakdown? Looks like a YouTube thumbnail for a clickbait challenge video, says very bored person. Oh, I can't believe it. I won $10,000 in this Fortnite gambling site. Here's my reaction. Wow. That's his Gordon Ramsay impression. Slasher, why is he in a train station screaming? That's because the train's heading off without him. They thought, oh no, it's Morrissey. Run away, everyone. Get going. Alright then, Felicia. Thank you very much for jumping into the stream. Hope to see you next time. Much love to you. Mwah. Kisses to you. Stay safe. Oh, Jelly is screaming, where's the lamb sauce? Oh dear. Sorry, Morrissey. I don't know if you saw a ghost or something, but no, this isn't it. This is rubbish. This is pants. Would I call it the worst album cover? Oh. Yeah, honestly, it's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible. He looks mildly enraged, like he stepped in gum, says Slasher. Jim, what's on your shoe? Oh no! Oh, this is a good photo. Take it. There we go. Let's put that on the cover. Alright, let's jump to the next one. No, that was that one. We saw that one. This one, by Ministry. You know what? A lot of people really didn't like this cover. They said it was stupid, it was silly, that it was an obese woman with a dunce cap in front of a chalkboard saying, "I will be God," written down repeatedly. It's obviously a political sort of statement about Americans. But is it bad, though? Is it terrible? Again, it's weird, it's eye-catching, and I get it has a political slant to it, like, you know, many Ministry albums about indoctrination by the American school system, and perhaps obesity and whatnot, you know, those kind of things. Is it terrible, though? Is it terrible? Oh, well, Jellybean saying throw it away. What do you folks think? Terrible album? I don't think it's too bad. It's pretty ridiculous, yes, but I don't think it's that bad. It's a statement, not sure if it's good or bad, says Chantel. What do you folks think? Do you think the dunce cap belongs to Al Jorgensen, the band's frontman, for coming up with this idea? Slash is saying, "Honey, you're in a school, the police are coming." Sweetheart, this isn't the bedroom. No, put on your dress and go back home now. Man, this is the strangest screenshot from The Simpsons I've ever seen. Like Bart Simpson trying to do the old chalk drawing on the walls kind of skit at the beginning of every episode. Yeah, I don't think we like it, do we, folks? You don't like it. Me, I don't mind it too much, but I think I'm outnumbered here. I think we all think this is pretty terrible, so... yeah, straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Sorry, Al Jorgensen. It's not a great album, and it's not a great cover either. Let's check out the next one. Now, can you believe this appeared on a worst album cover ever one? I don't see it. Personally, I don't see it. Yes, I get it's like space and random assortment of colours and pastels thrown everywhere, but I don't think it's bad. The text is pretty ugly, but beyond that, I don't think it's bad. They all look like Smurfs crossed with Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. Like, right, a queen, a kind of magic for queen. This is the kind of magic that us, the band, play. Queen's magic. That magic? Yes, Freddy, that magic. What in the Jim Henson cartoon is this? Good question. I can guarantee you none of them are this buff. Or blue. I mean, honestly, they're kind of looking like me if you put me in a Photoshop and turned me bluish. You know what? You know, I don't think this belongs at all in worst album covers ever lists at all. I like it. I think it's charming. The aliens from the Daft Punk music video Estranged Cousins, says Slasher. Yes, it's not AI art, far from it. Predated that by a good 40 years or so. And again, like I say, they all look like Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove, but just a bit bluish. And they are, as Slasher aptly says, they're blue dabba dee dabba die. You know what? No, this is definitely not going in the worst album ever pile. Totally not. I like it. I think it's charming. I think it's quite funny as well. I love it. I love the poses they're making too. It's so over-exaggerated and ridiculous, but it's fun. The animated Blue Man Group. Boy, the Blue Man Group has been hitting the gym. Those avatars know how to really build muscle, am I right, Avatar fans? Wow, don't mess with a Na'vi. They might become a band and turn their magic against you. The type of children's book you'd find in the children's section in a library, says Slasher. Okay, this one's a thumbs up from us, isn't it? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a good cover. It's lovely. It's nice. What about this next one, though? Let's jump over to the next cover. Let's see how terrible it is. This is Swamp Dog with rat on. Yes, wow, you really are getting your rat on, I guess, Swamp Dog. do you want a photo of you sitting on a chair, or maybe a sofa, rat on? Oh, you know, for the Rat On album, Swamp Dog? No, I want to sit on a gigantic white rat. Sure. Okay. It might look terrible. Yes, well, I don't care. I want to make everyone know that I'm looking good sitting on a rat. Look how triumphant he is. Look how happy he is. He's having the time of his life here. He's delighted. He's like, my dreams have come true. I'm on a little mouse. Yes, Swamp Dog, we can tell. We can absolutely tell from this cover. It's very convincing. He's just like, yay. Like, woo. Look at me. I'm mildly happy about this outcome. Slash just saying, looks like Dad's taking the divorce well. Sweetheart, fine, you can take the kids, you can take the house, but I'm keeping the giant rat. I'm keeping him. He's part of my possession now. That's wonderful, Abby. Please come back from the basement. Dinner's ready. It's a Slasher. Gray saying, he's having fun. Don't shame him. Well, at least he's happy. At least he's happy that he's sitting on a gigantic white rat for his album cover. Is the rat happy? I don't know. It kind of looks like it. Kind of looks like it. Look at me. It's like a scene from a low-budget rip-off of the Never-Ending Story. It's not. They couldn't find a giant dog to fly on, so they just got a moderately large rat, a sizable rodent. Yeah, so good on you, Swamp Dog. What do you think, folks? Worst album cover, worthy of a contender of that, or do you think it's not that bad? What do you think? I can't look at it without grinning. Oh, pardon me. Oh, big yawn. That's not the Never-Ending Story, says Slasher. That's the already over tale. Let's hope it's already over. That's not a story I want to be watching. Do you want to know about the time I rode a gigantic vermin, kids? Yes, Dad, we know. You've already shown us the picture. We're not convinced. Well, it looks like Dragonstar says it's fine. Slasher says yawn. Oh wait, that's because I'm yawning. Very bored person, not bad. Chantel, weird but not the worst. Oh, crikey. Oh, don't say yawn. No, I'm yawning again. Oh, crikey. It's okay for an album cover. Better as a meme. We should probably crop this and turn it into a meme like, yay, I'm on a rat. That is how I met your mother, says Slasher. The rest of the story was lost in the details, but it eventually ended up with this gentleman riding on a gigantic white mouse. Okay. Alright, so I guess you're all thinking it's not that bad. Alright, we're not putting it in the bin. We'll put it in the it's alright. I mean, it's bad, but not worst. So let's move on to the next cover. We're almost done, actually. We're almost done. We've still got a handful to go, but let's see what else we've got. So that was the last one. This one, let's just reposition that a bit. There we go. Here we go. Fire Down Under Riot. The band is Riot, and I believe the album is called Fire Down Under. Could someone identify what on earth this creature is? This monster brings death and destruction wherever it goes. Has lightning bolts for eyeballs, but it has such the cutest mane. Look at that coochie coochie coo. This looks like 70s definitely looks 70s, 80s era sort of cover work here. I think this person must have clearly skipped out on, you know, shaving. Is that an owl, a seal, a Pomeranian, or lion? I don't know. I really don't know. I've never seen such a creature, not even back where I'm from. A rejected Pokemon concept art. Who's that Pokemon? It's, oh goodness, not even we know. Call Professor Oak, we made a discovery. We found something more terrifying than Mewtwo. The Chaos Seal. Fur seal on a man's shoulders. It's like someone just took, like a spell. Someone took someone's head, changed it with magic, gave them a seal head, the hairiest seal you can imagine, and then they have to go through a wacky sort of adventures to get their normal head back. Oh, lion seals aren't white and they've got long snouts. What could it be? Could it be Bigfoot? Maybe we're not supposed to know. Maybe so. Like, I think it's a bit too scary to figure it out. Like, lovely facial hair, I must say. I'll give him that. Oh, you think so, Dragonstar? It looks awfully pink on the bottom, though. They glue fur on a dog's face. I think they glued dog's fur on a normal person's face. And probably coloured some olives with little lightning bolts and said, "Alright then, Stephen. Stay here, we've turned you into a scary monster." He looks so stupid. That's it, Stephen. Yes. Look scary for us now. He looks pampered. Clearly getting the exercise in and 3 square meals a day, and I don't know who this person's, this creature's vet is, or perhaps someone who cuts hair, but I must know the barber. Clearly done a fantastic job. Is it a Yeti? It might be. A riot at the super-secret government research facility? Maybe it's a reject from Area 51. Maybe it's a secret that made its way out, stumbled its way out, and decided to appear on album covers in its spare time. Disturbed by knowledge we cannot fathom. Well said. Well said indeed, Slasher. I think we're all disturbed. Right, in the bin it goes. I think we all can agree. In the bin it goes. I don't know if you'd want to feed this creature grey, because goodness knows what it dare wants, aside from appearing on terrible covers. In the bin you go. Right, next cover. Is this one of the worst album covers ever? You're trying to watch this wonderful live... Try not to get hit by a toddler. Try and show the terrible covers to the toddler, Nova. Maybe they might settle down a bit and go, "What on earth?" Well, this one is the many facets of Roger. Look at his range. There's happy, somewhat happy, a little bit too happy, cheeky, slightly confused and wondering, oh, is the camera on? And happy again. Aww, how nice. This is just a life touch photo set. You probably did just like walk into one of those, you know, those photo machines you get at an airport or a supermarket. He probably just went in the most glittery disco dancer outfit he could afford, £20 worth, and started striking some poses like hee hee, well, oh, I can do serious photos. What's this over here? Has this made you want to buy my album, folks? He says. This is Roger's criminal mugshot. It's like, Roger, we don't want you to smile for this cover. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, forget it. Roger needs a haircut. Yes, I think he needs a haircut because he's not doing that great of a job of growing chest hair. Just cut a bit off top and glue it on the center of his heart. They couldn't stick to one photo, decided to use all of them. We did 6 takes, and we did 600 takes, and these were the best ones. Oh, just glue it on the cover, all of them. Definitely 80s. Looks like TsunamiJuria's school photos. School will be fun, says Roger. I wonder what he's a graduate in. A music degree, maybe? Really wanted to dress up flashy for his graduation photos turned album. Live Touch was the company behind most USA school yearbook photos. Oh, I see. Well, have they gone bankrupt? Are they still around, or have they gone bankrupt? If so, if they're still around after creating these, I don't know how. Looks like an outfit from Spirit Halloween. I dressed up as your dad from the disco era. Wonder what his name is. Probably Patrick. No, couldn't have guessed, especially with those quirky faces. Maybe it's the artist formerly known as Prince. Trying to look cool to the kids. Hello everyone, my name is Roger. As you can tell, you don't want to do all sorts of illegal things. You want to look cool like me. As you can tell by my photo range. Oh, bless you, Nova. Tell her not to bite you. Anytime she bites you, boop the nose. Boop her nose. So every time you bite, I go boop to your snoot. The type of things you find about your dad from Mum's side. Don't even think Jelly's dad had that much hair. Oh, goodness. I imagine these are stills from, like, an old dating video. You know, the VHS tapes. This is probably just from that. It's just him posing, saying, "Hello there, ladies. These are the many facets of me, Roger. Hee hee. Ha ha. Oh. That's all. Buy my album." Yes, that was... We're not convinced, Roger. I'm sorry, we're not convinced. There's many faces of Roger. Should have just called it that. The many faces of Roger. Right. On to the next album. On to the next album. Not that one. Not that one. It's... this one. This is... unnerving. This is Stone Temple Pilots, Tiny Music, Songs from the Vatican Gift. As you can tell, yes, this really has something to do with the Vatican. As you can tell by this woman with flowers on her everywhere, bathing in, well, melting in a pool of water next to a crocodile that seems to be distorting through reality, with font that is barely recognizable, tiny music, tiny font too, and all these images that I don't think they have anything to do with the Vatican. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Maybe this is like, you know, Windows with the field, you know, the green hills and the sky. You know that classic Windows background? This is on the other side of the hill, and there's a reason why they didn't want to take this photo. The poolside Vatican edition. They should call animal control. Watch out, that blurry out-of-focus crocodile might get you there, lady. I gotta say, the woman's smile on this quality of album cover, it's unnerving. Everything looks so fake. There's no shadows, it's distorted, it's blurry, there's no sky, it's grey, the pillars aren't emitting shadows either, the images behind her look, they just don't look in focus at all. So what horror movie is missing their main actress to be murdered first? This is probably just partway through, like, almost about to be killed. It's the death by the blurry, undetailed crocodile. Oh no! Scream 8 coming soon. Unfortunately, the budget is also $8. This looks like a Sims rendered painting, like probably one of those you have to really zoom in on on a background or a wall, and it's really blurry, but you barely make it out. Very bored person saying, looks like she's being held hostage by the crocodile. She looks pretty happy about it. Why is there an altar in the back? What are they offering to? All the gods. All of them. Maybe the alligator's religious. It's grey, I say. I do say the background's a bit grey. Wouldn't you say grey, eh? Oh, good point. We never thought about this, did we? TsunamiJuria saying, you sure she ain't holding the croc hostage? That poor crocodile. Probably forcing a smile. Thinking, oh no, I'm trapped on a terrible album cover. At this point, yeah, I think it's anyone's guess who's the villain here. Right. Well, we can all agree. Into the toilet it goes. Into the toilet it goes. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Which one next? No, that's... I'm sorry, keep clicking back to that one. What's this next one? So we've got another one here. Another one. The other one's dumped into the toilet, and rightly so. This one here, this is by a band called... The Handsome Beasts. And the album 04. I had to censor it slightly because the nun was looking a bit saucy, so I had to kind of cut that out. Yes, as you can tell. Okay, the ladies look okay, but... Where are the... Could someone point to me exactly where the handsome beasts in question are? Could someone show me? I don't see them. That dog doesn't look handsome at all, and looks pretty ticked off. Honestly, if I was stuck on an album cover like this, I'd be pretty annoyed too. There's a pig's backside. Again, I had to crop it, so pardon me for that. The lighting is all over the place. Like, the lady in front looks like she went to a studio for a shooting. The woman to the right looks like she probably got a photo taken in her basement. And the band member on the left here, the big one, looks like he had his photo taken, probably in his basement. What's the dog doing? Regretting its life choices. That's what the dog's doing. Aroo! Get me out of here, Aroo! They got the title wrong. They got the band of their name wrong. The Handsome Beasts. Dad, get out of my album cover, please, and put a shirt on. Or at least a bra. Who has glasses like that? Who has a moustache like that? This fellow looks like he's just taken off his shirt and is about to do a sensual discussion on all about diabetes. The type of picture they show in murder documentaries as evidence. Oh, Slasher, you are savage. This is why Mum left Dad. Oh, crikey. Oh, dear. Yes, I want half of everything from the divorce, but I don't want the album cover. No, I definitely don't want that. The dog is the most handsome thing on this cover, says Jellybean. And even then, that dog is awfully ticked off right now. It's like, oh, get me out of here, everyone. This is some terrible, terrible Photoshop garbage I've been stuck in. Maybe it's called the Handsome Beasts because the big fellow there, he's he's a solid 4. You know, when it comes to rating people, he is indeed a solid 4 out of 100. Look at him. I bet the first power move he's going to do, he's going to waddle over to you, sit by, kind of lean on towards the table and say, "So, do you want to hear the difference between acoustic guitars and electric guitars? I can show you the difference myself in person if you didn't know. Did you know mullets are back in fashion? Mine certainly is. Don't I look ravishing even at age... I don't know, 60? So Someone please get this guy a shirt or a bra or something, or a towel. Just, sir, hide your shame and go to a barber, get a more sensible moustache. Slash is saying the 4 is how many divorces he's had. One more and I get a free coffee. He's more like a 0.4. TsunamiJuria saying, you come here often? Don't mind the ladies. They're not my girlfriends, but I'm sure you were probably fooled at first as thinking that they were. I wouldn't blame them. Hey, little mama, let me whisper into your ears about taxes. You got to return those taxes before April's up. That's what my next single's all about, right, ladies? Yes, Dad. Oh, gracious. Right. Yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible. I think this is probably the best album cover to end this stream on, really. The tan lines are killing you jelly, aren't they? First time he's ever taken off a shirt, and it's for a photo shoot for an album. Catch all of me. Show off my wonderful tan lines. Tan lines? Chris, are you sure you're just not really embarrassed or overheating in the photo shoot here? Into the bin it goes, indeed. Into the bin it goes. Did he shave his chest for this? I just realised. Did he shave his chest? Could have inhaled as well. That would have probably done him a little bit of a favour, but... Oh, hello, Manchikyu. You just joined at a peculiar time. We're almost done with the stream here, I'm afraid. Oh, and don't mind the cover to the left. Oh, I promise you, we're not doing a pose off of who's the sexiest one. So I think the big fellow here of the handsome beast is going to win that. Competition. Hey Chris, put your shirt on. You're scaring the cameraman, says Slasher. Hello, Blue Bats. Oh goodness, yes, I'm afraid you are very late too. We're about to wrap up the stream soon. I'm so sorry that we've had to essentially subject your eyes to this big, portly fellow in the handsome beast on this album cover. Oh, I can't keep it together. This is painful. This is painful. Look at this horrendous... Oh, goodness. Yes, I'm feeling like that poor dog right now. I'm feeling like that poor dog. All right then, all right. Yes, this is definitely going into the bin. This is going into the bin for certain. Oh, shouldn't have got Chris from accounting to pose for this album cover. I don't think he was the perfect fit. They probably should have just got an actual model. Maybe he was a contest winner. Maybe they thought, oh, congratulations, Barry. You're going to star in our album cover. Oh. Oh, Barry, why are you taking off your shirt? Oh, goodness. Okay then, okay. That's album covers. The worst album covers that appeared in all sorts of lists on the internet. Slasher saying all albums into the bin except for the Guns N' Roses album and the Rat Guy album. You know what? I think there were a few that were okay. There were a few that were okay. I liked the Guns N' Roses one. I liked the Queen one. I liked A Kind of Magic. I liked that one. The Rat Guy, it was silly, but it was charming in a goofy sort of way, in an unconvincing sort of way. But otherwise, though, yes, I think those were quite possibly some of the worst album covers any of us have ever seen. It was... Oh, that was an uphill battle getting through that one, wouldn't you agree, folks? Oh, crikey. Oh, blimey. Well, what's to say except... Oh, blimey. Blimey. Well, yes, I agree, Dragonstar. I think the Queen album was indeed the best one. That one was at least charming, so I have no clue why that appeared on a worst album cover ever kind of list in the first place, but I included it for conversation. Slasher saying, can we do this again? Absolutely. The question is, the question can easily be answered with a yes. Question is, though, when? I don't know, because I did have other ideas alongside, such as looking at the worst video game covers ever made too. I thought that would be a fun romp, or maybe the worst movie posters ever. Things like that. But yes, I would love to return to looking at the worst album covers ever with all of you lovely, lovely folks. You are all so funny. I wish I could hug all of you for how much you've been making me laugh. Oh, you are such witty comedians, I swear. But yes, I totally agree, Jellybean. We really do need to do this again. Well, I guess it's time to wrap up the stream then. Maybe we might do a video games one, worst covers ever. Maybe next week. We'll see. But for now, though, yes, I'd just like to thank you all for joining on this very fun stream today. On April Fool's Day, no less. Well, there were no April Fools except me, considering who posted this for the stream. Pomme de terre, whoever you are, wherever you are, I will find you, and I will wrap you up in a blanket and squeeze you tight for this little prank. But then again, you lovely folks don't seem to mind, so perhaps I'll just keep this image on hand for future use, just in case. Anyway, thank you to all of you. And big hugs to all of you as well. No need to apologize, Nova, don't you worry. Oh, Slasher, making me blush with more more compliments. And April Fools to you too, Blue Bats. I wish I could have pulled out a proper prank of my own, but no, I was the pranked one here. Anyway, thank you all. Sweet dreams and hugs to you too, Jelly. And to all of you. Hugs and kisses to you all. Thank you to Chantel. To everyone watching, please consider giving this video a like or a, what's that, super hype, I think it's called, when you do it on your phone. Please consider giving it a like and sharing it with all of your friends and anyone else who might enjoy this. And also, alongside this, please consider subscribing if you haven't, and join the Discord. Again, share it around with anyone you might know who might enjoy it. So thank you, Chantel, Starglow, Slasher, Blue Bats, Chantel again, Grey, and to everyone else, thank you, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time for a stream, same time, but on Saturday, where we're going to do another good old chit-chat together. Thank you very much, everyone. Love you all. Aurelius the Butler loves you all. Nighty-night now. Mwah.